Food is great. All right. Let's do a quick breakdown here of what this is doing before I dive into the rest of my food while we play some games. So, Fires of Invention here, key card. You can only cast 2 spells on your turn, and you can't cast spells on your opponent's turn. You get to cast spells without paying their mana cost, so long as their casting cost is less than or equal to the number of lands you control. So the idea is we have a bunch of Cavaliers here at the top end, and then Drawn from Dreams to find them. And then Cavalier of Flames, because we're not paying mana for it with Fires of Invention, we can spend our mana to give it haste and attack right away. So have some controlling things at the bottom end, some big powerful top end. We got Castle Vantress to activate every turn if we want. Would I consider allowing people to submit deck lists for Mythgard? Maybe. Yeah, I don't know that I'm dropping Modern or Legacy anytime soon, but I might add some Mythgard submissions just because anyways, because I have a pretty full collection at this point. This is my last deck of the day. No, I'm going to do 2 more after this. Brushing my teeth only takes a couple minutes, so my plan is to eat while we play this deck, and then during the 3-minute break after this deck, in between this and Red-Black Oven, I'll run and brush my teeth. So I can put my fangs back in. All right. For people asking, someone asked my current preference for Temur Oko. The list on my site's my current preference. I'm a fan of no Spellbreaker. This is like the nuts, right? It's like lands and then fires into Drawn from Dreams on 3. It's like everything you want. For people asking things about the mana base or this deck in general, as always, this is a viewer submitted deck list, so I don't have any opinions on it. This is what someone sent me to play. This is what I'm playing. As for your comment on Spellbreaker, I don't like it. It wasn't good enough. I don't think it solves any problems that the deck has. If you think it solves a problem the deck has, feel free to tell me, and we can talk about it, but in my testing, it's not been good enough. If you feel differently, feel free to share why. No! Oh! Damn it. I'm yelling at chat, and I'm clicking too fast, and I'm just a big, dumb stupid. My mouse was 2 clicks ahead of my brain. So obviously I meant to Fires and then Drawn from Dreams there. Yep. Yikes. We're probably still fine. Can a mod go time the person out who asked me why we weren't playing Fabled Passage? Because there's very clearly Fabled Passage in the deck. Please, for the love of God, if you expect me to take the time to answer your questions, take the time to look at the deck list before you ask them. It's at least a little bit respectful. Like, I'm giving you my time, give me a little bit of yours, and be prepared. Alright, so they'd be dead if I had played my fires correctly. No, I think it's okay. I'm just done. I'm just timing people out. I'm gonna eat my food, and I'm not gonna respond to people who aren't listening to the words I'm saying. The answer to your question is I'm not playing the cards you want me to play because I think it's bad. I think the list that I have is optimal. If you want to give me a good reason for why you think it's not, feel free. But if you're just gonna like sit here and like expect me to like shoot down your ideas, I'm not gonna do that. Hi ho, thunder away! Alright, so Ashiok sounds great against field deck. Disdainful Stroke sounds good. Aether Gust seems a little medium. They're kind of a weird field deck, right? They had an elemental card in it. Bonecrusher Giant seems not great. Agent of Treachery seems fine. Does this seem okay? Seems reasonable. They could have Omnath, sure. Yeah, I'd believe that. Let's give this a go. Yeah, I agree, Ethan. I've been thoroughly underwhelmed by this archetype for the most part. It's like hasn't been super impressive. When playing an elemental build of the deck seems neat. Wonder if it's more aggressive and better in the mirror, perhaps. Hand's okay here. We're looking to find a red Cavalier for next turn. Actually, we'd love to hit a Drawn from Dreams next turn, right? So we can go Fires into Drawn from Dreams. Could just be playing Teamer Field. Yeah, that's fair. Maybe they're not playing Golos. I'd buy that for $1. Have to swap some things around to fit all these cards in, right? Hey, thanks for the 2 months, Sandri. I'm glad you're enjoying it. I agree that deck's a lot of fun. I'm gonna play an extra Fires here since I don't have anything else to do. Might as well.
Oh, I've done the hero thing before. This is hardly my worst defeat.
Well, that's a little awkward. Gonna brainstorm that one away. Neoform Field. Okay. Oh, I should have fetched a blue there, right? It's a pretty big mistake. If I would have fetched a blue, I could scry next turn. It's a big deal. I wanted to maximize red for this, but like I have red in my hand. I think we just do this here. So like sweep that away. Don't need either of those. We have to scry 2 again at the end of their turn and scry 2 again at the beginning of my turn potentially. And probably not at the beginning of my turn because I want to be able to activate these. Yep. Yeah, it looks like they just splashed an elemental package into Golos field. Like I said, I bet that's probably pretty good in the mirror, huh? Maybe I should have just taken double giant last turn. Let's try again. I should have just taken double giant. Alright, so let's start with this. Castles are not legendary. I want to hold on to this this Clarion, but I want to hold on to the land so I can give haste this turn. Legendary lands are just a huge feel bad, so they tend not to make them anymore. Alright, kill me. So the Cavalcade Alliance deck is a build around submission, which I have not built yet. So you are right that there's one of those towards the top of the deck queue. But if you noticed, it was not in the stream title today when we fired up because I didn't have time to build it. Someone donated for that late yesterday. Oh, that sucks. Oh, I'm so dumb. Why did I do that? Why did I put my blue Cavalier on top when they could kill my other one? Oh, I'm very dumb. So I'd have had lethal here if I wouldn't have. I like kind of wanted to hide it from a discard spell was the reason I did it, but that was a bad reason. Because killing the first one shuffles that one away. So that was a mistake on my part. Alright, didn't matter it looks like. Oh, they're dead. Am I dead? I'm not dead, right? So they're dead to this next turn because they took 3. Sign me up. It's exciting. They're actually dead a couple different ways here, right? I can do this and kill them with style. Let's style on them. Get my 9 life back. Gotcha. This is definitely a big Timmy deck, top 10 hammer. It's sweet. Pretty like combo adjacent too, which is fun. This has been the best build of fires I've seen so far in my experience. Yeah, I agree though, Unode. The Jeskai Planeswalker Fires deck feels like it feels like it just wants to be like, why am I playing fires? And like this build's like actually leveraging fires well.
You'll thank me later. I've got time. Trust me, I have a plan.
Play the second one out here just in case there's a Brazen Borrower on the other side. Yep, next turn we get to play Cavalier and Scry a little bit. Well, they milled 2 of our red Cavaliers there, which feels a little bit bad. Hopefully we can be lucky and hit a third. I'm gonna pay 2 for this, 'cause it lets me scry later. Papi! Papi! See, like this makes me feel like, it feels like fires is a real payoff here, right? Like, this being my turn 5 is incredibly strong. I feel like all the other fires decks I've seen played, just like, they're not doing something super strong with it. They're like, what they're doing is incredibly fair. To people asking what my opponent's playing, it doesn't look like they're playing self-mill. They keep pointing all the mills at me, just for reference. Nice, Twin, congrats. Looks like it's over. Clarion doesn't seem relevant here. I guess I bring in some counter spells. Do I just like leave this Realm-Cloaked Giant as another haste creature? I think so. And the rest of this seems very relevant. Oh, did I not board out the Aether Gust? I didn't board out the Aether Gust because I overlooked it. think this is probably a fine keep, actually. It's got fires in the opener, which makes it appealing. And we can, like, shock them, play a 4-3. All right, so here's Knockout Phil. I want to address your point. So something that a lot of other streamers do that I find incredibly annoying and frustrating is spoon feeding answers to people is really lazy and doesn't teach you how to evaluate cards. So rather than say, Jeff, can you explain to me why Aether Gust is good? Take a second and think critically about it and explain to me why you think it's bad. Talk about why it doesn't line up into the format. Tell me about all these decks that you think it doesn't have text against. And then we can have a discussion about it. But you're not asking me, you're asking me to do what I'm doing now, which is just lecture at you. And lecturing at you doesn't create a dialogue. It doesn't help me understand what you understand. It's not useful and helpful. If you just constantly have people give you the answers rather than having them teach you, you're never going to be able to learn for yourself. Oh, that's a lot of options. Just putting this into play because next turn we get to go. Thing, and then jam. How is Aether Gust ever a 2-for-1 is would be one of my questions too. Yeah, also these are giants. So like my turn this turn is literally Realm-Cloak, destroy all non-giant creatures, Cavalier, hit with haste. Are you ready? Bonecrusher's ready. Aether Gust. That's rude. Well, I guess I'll put that on the bottom because I don't want you to mill it. Maybe I should have fled on Teferi. We got 24 cards in our deck, but we've got 2 dorks in play, so that sounds great. Well, so much for scrying during my upkeep. Thanks, Serena.
Sorry I'm late.
Sure, but the step, the way you become not a noob is by 1, reading the cards, and 2, thinking about things and trying to form thoughts. Like, I don't, when I ask people to think critically about things, I don't expect you to have all the right answers, but it's easier to engage in an intelligent manner for me when I understand where you're coming from. Missed lethal. Yeah, I already cast 2 spells, chat. I already cast 2 spells. Alright, mods, feel free to slaughter anyone that was wrong. Oh, I should cast a spell on their turn. Yeah, reading is tough. Reading is essential. This is why you should always explain why you think your line's lethal, so we can know where you're coming at when you're right or wrong. Lecture me, daddy. Oh no, chat. I scried bottom so I could find a fires. And that no good thief went and stole it. Rude. If you would have bounced your own giant, you would have been able to deal 2 damage on their upkeep in case they managed to mill you out of theirs. Yeah, that's true, actually. That's a good suggestion. Fix Ritanetto. Ritanetto gave an excellent suggestion in an intelligent manner. They did not deserve what you did to them. They're back. Someone removed the timeout already. All right, I'm gonna leave the 5th land on top here. All right, chat. All right, mods, come out of your blood haze now. I know your swords were thirsty. Let's rein it back in here. Today's been a really good set overall. We just played like a ton of really excellent magic. Wow, they took my scry. This card is rude. It's not good, but it's rude. Really? Okay. I guess they could pick up and replay this anyways. Yikes. Alright, well. Oh, was that a good draw? Was that a good draw, chat?
I know my responsibility.
And don't forget, for some people who are new here, you may think the rules sound a little bit harsh, but remember, we're not timing you out because we don't love you. We're timing you out because we know you can do better. We expect more from you than other streamers expect. We believe in you. We time you out because we care. That's exactly right. Streamers that don't time you out when you're dumb, they just don't love you. Huh? Alright, so unfortunately we did not hit the land, so we can't Cavalier plus Clarion. So I think we drawn from dreams here to find a land drop. Perfect. I already have 2 Cavaliers, that sounds fine, so we can do that. This lets me scry. You get to cast this off. Goodbye, friends. Wave goodbye. And then if they don't kill us from 5 here, we get to Cavalier plus lifelink next turn. Oh, you know what? I should have gotten another red sword so I could get +1 more attack. Just Petter, thank you for the brand new tier 1 sub. I really appreciate that. Welcome to Hoaglandia. Hope you're having an excellent one wherever you are. Are they dead? If I had a red source, they'd have died here, right? Yeah, if I had a red source, we would have been able to make 2 9/9/5s with haste. That's fine. We'll have to. Oh, I guess I still could, right? I could ditch this and this. I can even go deep and ditch this. We had an untapped red source. We kill them. YOLO. I still got 1 Clarion over here in case we miss. This deck is gasoline. I don't know if it's good, but it's definitely sweet. This is the way you want to leverage fires. Like the Planeswalkers Fires deck is like fine, but like this deck is really abusing fires. Maybe this is a deck they're thinking about banning. Yeah, maybe. Maybe this is actually the card that they have to ban. Shout out to them chalking on turn 2, right? It's like turn 6, 18 you. Yeah, and part of the thing, honestly, that makes me think this format is fine, if you look around, there's people who want to ban fires, there's people who want to ban Oko, and there's people who want to ban Field of the Dead. And like, if all of those things are busted, are any of them actually busted? Do I want triple Aether Gust here? They had Butcher. What else did they have that's red other than Butcher? They had the 2/2 with haste. I feel like I probably don't want Gust. Would I rather have Realm-Cloaked Giant than Gust? I'm gonna split it 3/2. Because they have things that Deafening Clarion doesn't kill. That's true. And that's definitely true, Rafter. As Standard gets bigger with more sets, there's going to be more and more cards for fires to abuse. Turn 3 Clarion. Sneeper Keeper. Yeah, I agree, JVL. And even with all those obnoxious decks we just listed, there are a ton of playable aggro decks in this format. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe something got submitted for the Mythic Championship that we just haven't seen. Oko is a severe feel bad. Here's a hot take. Every good deck in Magic feels bad for someone to play against. That's brutal. Pretty punished for burning my my Devout Decree. Devout Decree, whatever it's called. Doggett Alex, thank you for the brand new tier 1 sub. There's a lot of great people making a lot of great stuff on Twitch. Thanks for subscribing to my channel this month. Welcome to Hoaglandia. Yeah, and I agree with that, Marty. Like, in terms of, like, things we've seen recently, like, it doesn't even come close to Nexus of Fate Feel Bad. Yeah, I really hope that's a distinction. I really hope that they're announcing the ban list date move up is them just hedging something that might happen and not them thinking something's broken now. Yeah, and that's not even to mention 3-mana Teferi and like what he does. Something Mark Rosewater said about game design really rang true to me. Just not even just with game design, but with life. And that there was a thing where he was giving a talk where he said, if you create things that make people feel strongly, those things are going to cause people to feel strongly in both directions. So the things people hate about Magic are the exact same things that a lot of people love about Magic. So you gotta remember, while there are a bunch of us that hate things like Teferi, and hate things like Oko, and hate things like any given Magic card, Nexus of Fate, there's also people that those types of cards are literally the reason they play. And honestly, like I said, that's kind of just a life lesson in general. I think a big part of why my stream is successful, even though I personally have a number of detractors in the Magic community, is because of that. Like, the reason why people hate this channel is the same reason a lot of different people love it. Hey, guy that plays bass, thanks for the 5 months. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Thanks for keeping me around. All right, how about if we kill your board and gain 7? How would that make you feel?
Training is so hard.
I think it was at GDC that he said a card that scores 2s and 10s in enjoyment scale is better than a card that scores all 7s. Yeah, I agree, Sivo. I agree. Having some people love you and some people hate you is definitely more ideal than having everybody just be like, they're kind of okay, you know, whatever. Apathy is death. Yeah. Yeah, I agree, Trib. And that's why I'm kind of hoping they don't intend to ban anything, because the ban talk is going to become even more insufferable than it already is if they actually ban something later this month. Into Magic, playing degenerate combos. I don't even like them anymore, but that nostalgia brought me back. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think you're alone. And I definitely think, like, as people change as humans and individuals, like, the types of decks that they enjoy definitely tend to change. I love this channel because of you, Jeff. You tell it like it is and challenge people to be more intelligent, which is teach a man to fish. Exactly. All right. Wait. All right, here's a question. If this screen exists where the deck is shown in a very large way, why isn't there a toggle in the deck editor to have this be a screen I can see there? Like, that's literally just like adding a button somewhere, right? Like there should just be a button that does that. All right, I need to go brush my teeth and rinse my mouth out so I can put my Invisalign back in. We're not done with this deck, but I need like a minute and a half to do that. I'm gonna run an ad because I'm taking a break anyways. But I'll be back in a couple of minutes. We're not done with this one yet. Thanks for hanging out. All right. So that takes almost exactly 2 minutes to do that. Not bad. Good to know. I can get through my shorter streams just not eating, but if I'm gonna do a 10-hour stream like we're doing today, I need to stop in the middle and eat. So I gotta rinse my mouth out for that with these. And I don't just want to like leave them out for the rest of the day because they don't work if you don't wear them. Restart the client. Yeah, that's a good idea. Let's do that really quick while we're waiting for the last 30 seconds of the end to run. Good call, good call. Is there a particular reason I'm streaming for 10 hours today? Yeah, when the deck queue backs up a little bit, I like to put in some extra hours so people don't have to wait super long for their standard decks to be played. Because if the price to get a deck played immediately is too high, people are less likely to donate to get their decks played right away. So if the queue gets too long, I like to shake a couple extra out. All right, let's dive into our next match of fires. I like to ideally try and play enough that a deck that gets $30 donated for it gets played right away. So that way tier 3 submissions get played almost instantly for standard, ideally. Sure. Tier 3 subs get 30 points on their submission each month. Tier 3 subs either get a new deck with 30 points or they can bump an existing deck by 40 points. Their choice. Mountain, no plays. Interesting. Wonder if they're missing a color, if they're red aggro with a bad draw. Could be red aggro with a medium draw. Could also just be missing lands in general. Could be Groll missing a second color. So I think we just click submit. When in doubt, submit. Is there any chance I could submit some notes about the glittering Niv deck that I took 9 rounds over the weekend, or are we just gonna grab some other lists? If you have a specific glittering Niv deck that you like, Hyder, I would be happy to link that one in the queue as the one that we play when we get down to it. Modern is backed up though, because Moto is Moto, and it's just like impossible to keep up with. So, if you would like to ship me a link via DM, that would be fine. I am running late today, Mikey. I like to do long days on occasion. Rude. So red black knights, it looks like. That probably means Aether Gust isn't that good. Let's just flip that back up on top here. Would you suggest someone just starting out on Arena and wanting to join in the MPL or Pro Tour? I know I probably need to get a team together. Any than that, I mean, why do you need a team? My number one recommendation is for if you're looking to get competitive, is to just start by dumping in a bunch of dollars. Just like make sure you have a variety of decks to practice and play with. Our hand is really good here. This feels really good. And like, next turn I go this, attack with all 3. Yeah, practice is definitely true. Oh, you know what? I could have kept those. That was a mistake. I should have kept those lands and then discarded them to draw these. I don't think it matters. I'm attacking for infinite here. Honestly, main deck Aether Gust seems fine. It also would have put 2 lands in the bin for if they kill this. So, like, if they edicted me, I could have then Bonecrushered them for lethal. I'm gonna sack this one because it lets me shuffle. Hey, Jim, thanks for the raid. Hope you had a good stream today. Yeah, you ready? Bonecrusher's ready. Don't need either of those. They're dead to this. Yeah, the art on the Cavaliers is A+ for sure. This deck's kind of sweet too, because it's like, it's a control deck that actually kills people. Like, it has some controlling elements, but just, like, actually ends the game as well. This hand's not stellar against mono red. Yeah, are gonna have to. I guess it's okay against mono red. Having to shock ourselves for our second mana feels a little bit bad though. Yeah, this deck's basically a combo control deck, right? Like, it's like has some interactive elements, but then like when it's ready to kill you, the game ends. Just gonna do this now rather than get caught with my hand in the cookie jar. In my experience playing against this deck tends to really struggle with Disdainful Stroke decks, which is this deck's actually another one of the reasons why I've been super high on just playing 4 Disdainful Strokes and everything right now. Because not only is Stroke good against the Golos decks, but it's also very good in this matchup too. Okie doke. Take 4. Okay. Alright, if they draw a brick next turn, we could be okay. Because if this is a brick this doesn't hurt us. We get to go Bonecrusher plus Aether Gust this. That's pretty good. That's basically a brick. I might bottom this and try and just like hit a haste creature. Yep. They think they can do better, chat. They didn't do better, chat. We should have saved Gust in case they top deck Chandra. I mean, if they top deck Chandra, it didn't matter, right? I wasn't dead. I guess we're probably dead the following turn. Yeah, I agree, Top 10 Hammer. This game feels like it's been a good... Oh, am I dead? Am I dead? So really want to draw a copy of Clarion here so we can lifelink.
No, I am not making this up as I go.
Are they dead? I can't play and activate this turn. I'm 1 mana short. Oh, I'm not 1 mana short. Were they dead? 7, 13. Yeah, they were dead. All right.
Might be a bad idea.
All right, my body is ready to die. All right. I'm really glad this is a no justice stream. Because if this stream contained justice, I'd probably never win a game. I'd probably never win a game. All right, let me just trim a couple of Teferi here. Sounds good. Bring these in. It's better TV when there's a sweat, right? It's all about the sweat. There's a gnat. Hey, Egasigia, thank you for the brand new Prime support. There's a lot of great people you can ship those Bezo bucks to every single month here on Twitch. Thanks for shipping them my way this month and keeping me employed. Seems okay. Not amazing, but fine. Clarion's like the nail in the coffin you're looking for in this matchup. This is actually a great draw, because it lets me go untapped land, crush something, untapped land, play Giant. Between 3 and 25 characters. Is that how long Twitch account names are? At any rate, thanks for cashing in that Prime support. Welcome to Hoaglandia. Hope you have an excellent start to your weekend. Are you ready? Bonecrusher's ready. Funk. Mask of Immolation. Okay. That's kind of neat. It's a good draw. Lets me do this without hurting myself. Are those ones good, chat? What do we think about those? They're like, squad goals here, chat. Squad goals. You know what's kind of sick to think about in a way? Drawn from Dreams is actually better than Dig Through Time would be in this deck. I know you do a lot of references, usually musical. Is Bonecrusher ready? That is a reference to the original Spider-Man. They're not dead. I only have 13 in my hand. If I had a second red, they would be dead here. Alright, hopefully they can't 14 me. Should I leave one of these back to block? I almost feel like I should leave one of these back to block, huh? I'm not killing them. And like, they're dead next turn regardless. I feel like that 1 point could matter here. Am I dead to Scampering? Scampering does, it attacks for 9 total. So, like, I'm not gonna lie, like, that was the easiest 5-0 we might have had ever. Like, that was smooth. Like, that was really clean. Like, like, every card here was great. Just every card in the deck was excellent. Yeah, I don't know that I'd change anything. I think if you're playing a format where you expect this card to not have text game 1, maybe swap this out for something else, but like, this card is good in most matchups in this format, and like, when it's not good, you can brainstorm it away or discard through it. So like, this has definitely been the most impressive Fires deck I've played with. When we've been playing against it, this has been the most impressive one I've played against too. And again, the big reason is this deck's actually abusing Fires. It's not just using it to get a little bit ahead. Like, you spend 10 mana on turn 5. It's really strong. Hey, I've been enjoying your content for a long time, and Twitch Prime finally arrived in my country, so here I am. Thank you for allowing plebs like myself who cannot afford construct to live vicariously through you. My name is just Aegis. Aegis! That's easy enough. Thanks for the support, I appreciate it. Welcome to Hooglandia. Yeah, that's actually true too. So something that comes up on occasion too is Teferi or your Gust to take your Fires off the table when it's more of a restriction than a benefit. It's also something that's relevant. That's something that can happen too. Sometimes you want to take this card off the table so you can like do a third thing in the turn. Yeah, you spend like 14 mana on turn 4, on turn 5. Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, the more I play this format, the more I'm like, man,